theory, even in Survivor,
Right.
that you have to try to play.
Absolutely, and that's why the Chargers were a good pick actually in week 2. But let's just call it. It's the best time of year. Football's back. Weather's better. Bikini Tug of War's happening. What could be better?
It's a great spot here too.
Thank
the
you.
plaza is fantastic, and
Thank
you've done great things. I guess. What was your overriding mission, here when you started to make a lot of changes on the property?
There was a lot of things in my mind. When I got licensed, I was as the CEO, and I got the gaming license. I was 29 years old, and so a lot of it was I had to learn a lot and take it all in. But I would say, as an overarching mission, it was to put the plaza back on the map. I think of the plaza as like this iconic, beautiful property that's at 1 Main Street, literally the first address in the whole city. It's at the head of Fremont Street, and it's got so much history and greatness, and it was just a forgotten place. And to me, that was, if I had a goal, it was to put the plaza back on the map. And I feel like we're not there yet, but we're getting there, and it's growing. And a big part of that is not just me and the plaza, but it's downtown Las Vegas. Downtown is coming back big time. It's on the map, and as a result, the plaza is getting a lot of help from all of that.
I guess that's what some people don't think about sometimes, right? It's like, hey, we're trying to do something good here, but you need everybody to kind of be on board to try to build up the area to make people want to go to the area in general before they start coming to your place.
Absolutely, and look at the landscape. Look how competitive it is. I mean, look what's happened in the city in the last couple of years. The Rio's trying to reinvent itself. Fontainebleau's being built, and that's just in the last couple of months. I mean, the amount of new product competition, the entertainment. I went to the UFC at the Sphere. You're competing with everything, everywhere, and it's an unbelievable landscape to be a part of. And then, of course, downtown's coming back. And one of the things we did was we did fireworks every Friday night for the summer. I was kind of inspired by Disney, but it kind of was the reason behind that was this idea of letting people know the plaza's still here. All the people downtown, every Friday night at 9:15, no matter what you're doing, if you're sleeping, if you're eating, if you're hanging out, you're going to hear the fires. I go, there's Jonathan, there's the plaza making noise again. And that's the idea of bringing the plaza back.
Explain to Adam Hill, Jonathan, why fireworks are a good thing. He's anti-fireworks. He's anti-fun. I love fireworks.
Let me tell you, nothing works like fireworks. It just gets people's attention. What I love seeing is people filming it. I don't know what they do with those videos when they go home, right?
I do it too, and then afterwards I'm like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just watch?
That's exactly. I never understood the filming fireworks, right? Because there's just nothing that you're going to do with that video. But I see you, and we get a ton of social media. To answer your question, it's big, it's bright, it's loud, it gets people's attention.
It's a distraction.
Well, people see it as a form of entertainment. I mean,
it makes us happy.
It's like freedom. Bam! I'm going to blow stuff up.
Noisy freedom.
I don't know why it works. I've been trying to figure out ways for years to make the plaza stand out, be loud, and fireworks has worked. I mean, it gets people to come to Main Street. It gets people when you're driving down the 15 and you see the plaza shooting fireworks. It's good branding, it's marketing, it's awareness, and that's why we do it, and it's fun. People love it.
Another thing that Adam and I will bicker about, and we've done the show together for like 20 years, so we bicker about a lot of things, is I like marching bands because it reminds me of college football, and I like drums, and he's like, no, you don't. I'm like,
no, you don't like drums.
You don't.
You don't like drums, you don't like marching bands?
No, I love both. I love drums, and I love marching bands.
He says he does because he thinks you're supposed to. Nobody likes a drum.
Yes, we do.
The drum just exists.
I beg to differ. I love the drums. I love the drums.
The drum, okay, I think you're referring to like a drummer like in a band, which is different than what I'm saying of like just some boom.
I like those kind of drums too.
I don't believe you either.
Yes, they're very
Can you imagine doing a show with him for 20 years? This is what it's like.
This seems like look at the look you're getting. This seems like it's a yes or no. Do you like drums?
Yes.
I know.
I love the drums.
But then somehow I love bands and drums. I like watching the drummer. I think it's an amazing skill.
Because here's the thing. He says this, and we've had this argument many times, and I've been at games with him when the band comes out and the drummers are going, and he's not even paying attention. He's lying.
First of all, like Jonathan's like, enough. Okay, can we talk about the
I don't know how to
business,
solve
please?
this. I don't know how to solve this.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
You talk about okay, guys. Okay. So you're talking about bringing downtown back. You're obviously in the gambling business. So how is it going to be you taking on Life is Beautiful this year, from what I understand?
Yeah.
How is that a gamble? How?
Well, it's a big gamble in the sense of it's a huge event, huge production, huge amount of history. I mean, I could talk forever about Life is Beautiful in terms of its significance to downtown, what Tony Hsieh started when he brought it to downtown, and the way people think about it and the funness. And he had a genius idea, which was, why spend money to advertise downtown when in fact we could just put an event on that brings 40, 50,000 people here each night and showcase what we have to offer. And to his credit, it was brilliant. Once it was established that downtown was going to, Life is Beautiful was going to leave downtown, once that was established, I felt my job, or I took it upon myself, was we can't let it leave downtown. Tony's no longer with us. This thing belongs in downtown. It has downtown roots. We as a community are all invested in it. And I don't know where else it would have gone. Perhaps somewhere on the strip, maybe. I don't know where else it could have gone. But once it was clear it was leaving that site for multiple reasons, we met with them and the new owners. It did change ownership. And we said, we walked the site and they felt like they could do it here. It eventually evolved into a smaller version of Life is Beautiful just by nature of the size. So they're calling it Life is Beautiful Block Party.
Okay, I love the block parties.
It's
I think that's a great idea.
I think that it's a risk because as a prop team, in my years being here in our team, we're a small team here. We don't have multiple layers. We don't have a team with a huge amount of experience from the strip and putting on major events. So for us, this is a major event, and it's a risk in that it's going to be a lot to manage, but it would be really boring if we didn't do that. We have to push the envelope. We have to try to improve. We have to take on more. And that's why we wanted to do it. And so we're in the thick of it right now. We're getting ready. The site's getting ready. I believe it's going to be the best dance party in the history of Las Vegas.
I hope so. And what are the dates of Life is Beautiful? I feel like I'm always working during these fun festivals. So
it's not this weekend. It's next weekend, 27th, 28th.
27th, 28th.
September 27th.
Is it just Saturday and Sunday?
Just Friday, Saturday night, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. And, they got Justice, Jungle, Peggy Goo, LCD Sound System, Jamie X. It's a great lineup if you're into that dance music. And I think it's going to be just a great dance party downtown. The whole property is going to be activated. Everyone downtown's going to get behind it. And so we have that. There's also a very exciting new festival coming to downtown called the Neon City Festival, which is happening in November over F1 weekend.
Okay, which is, wow.
We're trying to do something more for downtown over F1.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're
By the way, that is a great idea.
Thank you.
Jonathan Jostle's with us. I want to build on that if we have time, but I do want to introduce you to one of the biggest Life is Beautiful fans that I know. You've been to all of them.
Yeah.
And I know you love it.
Wow. I do. And I guess you talked about the risk. I mean, was there a point in time where you said, this is going to be such an undertaking? Like, even after you decide you're going to do it, where you're like, oh, man, because there are going to be people. I feel like you're going to do something very different and very great with it.
Yeah.
But there are going to be people, it's not the same. It sucks. It's not the same. So you're going to have to deal with those people.
100% that's going to happen, which is a big part of why the lineup and the announcements were so delayed. Part of it was the change in ownership, change in site. But a big part of it was it would have been a mistake to come out and say, this is Life is Beautiful. Yeah. Because it's not Life is Beautiful. And I think to call it that would be a mistake. And that's why the block party thing came out of that. To be clear, we're not Life is Beautiful. We're just the site. Right. Sure. We're the host, right? Sure. So we're relying on them to put on a great show, to communicate that message. Some of it, they've done a great job of it. Some of it, they could probably learn, but they're learning as they go. And every year, I think we'll get better. This is the kind of thing where if it's a great show, there's no reason why it couldn't happen every 3 to 4 months.
So I guess to that point, when you're working with somebody like that, when there are things that maybe they're not doing well, how much are you guys saying, hey, let's get this right?
Absolutely. It's on us to help them because we're the locals, right? We're the ones in the market. They're from out of Penske and Rolling Stone own Life is Beautiful now, and they're the ones behind it now. They've obviously got a ton of experience. So yeah, it's definitely on us to help them understand the local market, and they've got some of the team from the original Life is Beautifuls. But to your point, I think people remember Life is Beautiful for a very specific thing. I would say put that in the bucket and now embrace the new experience that this is now going to be. And maybe one day the big festival comes back. Do you have a favorite memory from the old Life is Beautiful?
Kendrick.
Yeah.
I mean, Kendrick outside with like all these people just having an experience together was incredible. And also there was Stevie Wonder played.
Yeah.
And
do you remember
deep into the night? It was awesome.
Do you remember Snoop Dogg on the small stage? Because we used to do the pizza, and Snoop Dogg did a show, and it was the craziest I've ever seen. That second stage, it was just packed.
It's also getting introduced to like new things. Like was the Bad Not Good? I think is a band that I didn't really know, and my friend was like, "Hey, they're doing some stuff with Wu-Tang that you're gonna love." It's like to discover them on just some small stage. I was like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
And then I discovered Hyperpop, which I would have never listened to. Through Life is Beautiful, where people are like, you have to see this band.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Are you coming next week?
I will be around. Sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm usually downtown anyway on Friday and Saturday night. So
it's going to be the best dance party. The shows are going to be unbelievable. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I may have
Jonathan
to call
Jossel.
out for this.
You should come down
Yeah.
to it.
I think I'm going to call out.
Cindy's here. Adam Cofield, Plaza Pool. We got about a minute left. I think it's really important to address something you said about 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
When Adam was talking about complaints this, complaints that. It's all I heard about F1 in a lot of parts of the city, but I heard it about, and I saw it downtown. Like downtown didn't kind of share in the success of that. So I'm so glad you're like, you know what? We have to do something. We have all these people here. Let's do something.
Yeah, we're big believers in, we're not anti-F1, we're the alternative to F1.
Oh.
F1 can't take over the city if it's not going to fill up the whole city. And it didn't fill up the whole city. It probably can't fill up the whole city. It's a specific audience, and great for the Strip, great for the center Strip where they did well. Some of the further south, further north didn't do so well. But, you know, that's one event. We just can't be paralyzed as a city because of that. So we downtown are going to come up with an alternative. The Raiders are playing the Broncos that day. Should have a great bump for everyone down here. We're going to put on a great show, Neon City Festival. Wait for the lineup. I think it's dropping later this week or early next week.
So I'm guessing the plans for the old parking lot, you're converting that for something permanent to be putting on shows often.
Well, the Neon City Festival is going to be a whole downtown.
Oh, it is all
thing.
okay.
That's
all
not
downtown.
just us. That's going to be pretty much the experience, the downtown event center. Life is Beautiful is going to be here. And I think once people see this, they're going to be like, we need to be doing more events here because it's going to be really cool.
It's a massive piece of property over there. And I saw you guys working on it. I'm like, this could be something really cool.
Yeah, two big stages. You probably could do, probably in its peak, we could probably get up to 25,000 people out there. So,
right.
yeah, there's a lot of room for growth out there.
All right, good deal. Well, we appreciate you having
Thank
us out
you,
here.
guys.
I mean, Cyr's the magic man with this whole competition. He
Absolutely.
takes it so seriously.
Absolutely. What could be better? Bikini Tug of War. Thank you, guys.
There he is, Jonathan Jossel. Cindy, we're getting to 4 o'clock hour, Adam and Cofield. We'll have a giveaway. We're actually going to give away Wu-Tang tickets at the beginning of next hour. They're finishing up their residency, so stick around for that. We've got our gambling insider, Sammy P., who's going to give us some survivor suggestions in the 4 o'clock hour, and NFL insider, Miles Simmons, in about an hour and 5 minutes. So stick with us here on this Tug of War Day. Bikini Tug of War. We'll announce the winner in just a couple minutes.
A Monday Night Football twofer on the 23rd as it's Jacksonville at Buffalo on 12:30 The Game, and Washington takes on Cincinnati on Raider Nation Radio 9:20 a.m. Brought to you by Finley Chevrolet, home of the...
Join Cofield and Company each Friday live at the Golden Circle Sportsbook and Bar inside Treasure Island. 55-plus TVs, 24/7 betting kiosk, great food and drink specials, and even breakfast for the football games on the weekend. We'll see you Fridays at the Golden Circle Sportsbook and Bar with ESPN Las Vegas.
I'm attorney Paul Powell. Over the past 25 years, thousands of Las Vegans hired me as their injury lawyer. You know, when you hire me, I won't take more money than you at the end of your case. It's the Paul Powell promise, and I put it in writing. That means my clients get back hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year, from my pocket to yours. What other lawyer does that? You already know that answer. No one.
Paul Powell. More lawyer, less fee.
I'm Eli Manning.
And I'm Peyton Manning. We want to tell you about the Caesars Sportsbook Nevada app with Caesars Rewards.
You can instantly redeem your Caesars Reward credits for sports bets right on the app.
You can also use the Caesars Reward credits earned on the app for meals and experiences at 15 resorts across the state, including the Bacchanal Buffet at Caesars Palace.
Don't forget those tier credits. With your wagers on the Caesars Sportsbook Nevada app, you can unlock free parking and much